All right, what's going on, guys? We're gonna get started 10:05 p.m. on the dot. Hopefully, you caught that. That I guess you can call like a wick entry on that GJ that I just called. I'm already up 14 pips on that right now. Um, and the reason why, like I mentioned, hey, listen, guys, it's at the top, is because if price passes that point at all, then it's just the fact that price shouldn't pass that area, just period. And if it did, that would be a whole different story. But that's like at that point, it was like a clean entry. And, I literally have 5 different entries on this GJ uh, push that I see coming, and it's literally 1,000 pip trade, and I'm just gonna let that rock. So I'm excited for that. So again, guys, like usually what I do is I ask people, if you're on here for the very first time, let me know, so I can be able to help you guys specifically. All right, guys. So again, we'll be getting started in the next 2 minutes. Next 2 minutes getting started. What am I doing? Wait. So again, if you're on here for the very first time, let me know. Yeah, it's just I kind of busy, so you're not gonna see my face today. So again, we're gonna get started in about 1 minute. If you're on here for the very first time, let me know. If you don't know if that's for a buy or a sell, I wouldn't even get in. I don't know if you have been with me for a while, but I don't call out trades. I explain how the market works, how to read it like a book, and from there, how you could be able to get into trades for yourself. The only thing that I do is I'll say what the market is like. essentially, like when I said, hey, listen, GJ is at the top, what I'm saying is a sentence of a page of a book, as opposed to telling you X, Y, and Z. So my goal from getting on here when, like I don't have to, is to get to the point, to get people to the point where you're self-reliant. So just stick with me and continue to get on to these things that I'm doing. And then most importantly, what I would definitely highly suggest is to watch my chart breakdowns, because anybody that watches these chart breakdowns, I promise you, you'll know what I'm saying, because I'm literally saying the same thing over and over and over. And at the same time, literally giving you these trades. So to make sure that you guys go to session number 3 as often as you can, and watch these. Whenever you start a video, like the video right away so that you know where you left off. And then whenever a question pops up, don't write it at the end. Write it right away, and then tell me the time. Right? Good stuff. I'm happy to hear that. So tell me the time. That's good. Man, I really like Nigel. So um, so for example, let me see, because somebody actually did it the right way not too long ago, and it had me realize that YouTube actually makes it like so much easier for you. So let me show you like why I say write the specific second and minute, because it literally goes to that point. Now, I didn't know if this question was an actual question, but here it is. So when you actually ask your questions, guys, please write. Let's see, so write the second and minute, because right when you write that, it allows me to literally go to that specific time. Right. So write your questions with the time, and then I can be able to go exactly to that point. All right, guys. So we'll just get started right now. Is there anybody that's brand new? If not, I'm just gonna run through this real quick, and then I'm gonna go get something to eat. All right, let's start. There's a tool in put those on. So short position is for sell, and then long position is for a buy. And just figure out how to use it. All right. So yeah, it does it all for you. All right. So EUR USD, this is where we're gonna start. This is where we're gonna start. All right. So we're gonna start at the H4 time frame. See the red under the blue under the red. H1, we see red above the blue. Right now it's in the short-term pullback. Long-term, it is for a sell for a long time. I called this trade out. I'm actually gonna find it so you can be able to understand like how powerful these chart breakdowns are. So I don't know. But either way, I think it was this specific chart breakdown that I figured it out. I realized that price was going to push down, push up, and then push down, right? And that's exactly what it's doing right now. If we were to actually look on the higher time frame, you'll see the fact that it's continuing that push down. So this is where price was on the daily. So This is where price was. This is where price was right here, right? Look at the daily. This is where price was. This is where price was. Hold on. Yeah, this push right there is this push right here. I said that it was going to push up. It didn't push up as much as I thought it would, which was fine because either way, the push down is the actual push that I was talking about, and that's what I was saying right here. 1,000 pips for sells. So I said this a while ago, and all it did was consolidate, literally in that in this box, this line right here and this line right here were alerts that I had saying if price pushes up, then it's going to go to this area. Oh, I had it all the way up to here, right, to this area right here. I don't even think that's true. But either way, if price pushes down right here, then it's going to continue down. And I've had this bias for a while now, and just watch this happen. Right, so that's what the cloud is literally telling you. The fact that this red cloud is going to continue to push down. So it's just in a minor pullback right now. I kind of would like it to push up a little higher to get to 38.2 and then continue, but I guess we'll see as time continues. But right now it's not ready. It has to pull down a little bit more to get into a sell based upon this method that we use. Right, so we see the red line and the blue line under the red cloud, right, which is good. But on the H1, you see that it's on a pullback. Right now it's not ready. UCAD. Now, if you guys were on with me on Sundays this week in the markets, I spoke about that. This is going to get filled. Who's on with me when we mentioned about UCAD? This is going to be filled. If you were, I actually closed out on this trade slightly early because I saw that it started consolidating, so I got 50 pips on that. But it pushed up all the way close to 100 pips on this, which is really, really cool. All right. So right now it's in a pullback, so that's not good. H4, we see UJ. Now UJ's been pushing up hard for a while now, doing this pullback. I just don't know about UJ, bro. Like, I don't know if it's ready for that sell as of yet. It would have to break this area, right? For me to feel confident about taking that sell. And we do see the cloud right on the daily shows a bearish cloud. So I wouldn't be surprised that price will push down at this moment, right? And I'm not really going to go too far in depth on why, but I wouldn't be surprised if it will actually continue to push up after it does its pullback. But it's going to be a big pullback. All right, so either way, the H1, like if I was to go here, the H1 time frame is not good, as you can see, compared to the H4. So H4, we see red line under the blue line under the red cloud, which is good. Right, H1, red line under the blue line under the red cloud, and then F15. We see some sort of consolidation. Now, this is like I guess people call it like a triple top. I don't know about these freaking names and stuff. But we do see some level of consolidation right here. That price is not consolidation, some level of support. That price is for some reason not passing, and this right here, it will do its pullback right now. And mind you, you see the fact that there was some level of support over here, and is there more? But yeah, it's going to do a pullback. I don't know exactly how far it's going to pull back. Remember how I always say that the red line and the blue line, the further they are from each other, the more they have to retract and come back to each other, like magnets pulling towards each other. Right, so it's going to do a pullback. I don't know how long it's going to be, how much it's going to be, but I wouldn't be surprised that it's going to pull back at least to this point right here, which is still a significant pullback. But I don't know if it's going to do it now or not. 65 pips, that's not that bad. So GJ. Right now, GJ is not ready for anything when it comes to this method that I teach you guys. But when it comes to but when it comes to what do you call it? This freaking massive trade. I'm like uber excited about this. As you can see here, there was a level, mind you, I'm looking at the H4. There was a level of resistance over here in the push, level of resistance over here, the same exact point. I see this being a massive trade. And if anything, let me just pull it up on here. So literally, I have like many different. I'm actually in profit on this right now. I have like 5 different cells that I got in. One was like all the way back here. One was like here. One was like here. I was just getting in as many cells as I can as it's in this consolidation area. And usually people will get chopped up in this market. Me, I already know where it's going. Same thing that happened here. I knew that price was reversing at this point, and I got this entire buy from here to here. It's just doing the same exact thing over here. But the fact that it's consolidating that much for that long tells me that it's doing a consolidation for a higher time frame. And the more it consolidates, the higher time frame that I have to look at to understand what it's telling me. And what I see is the fact that I think it's doing a consolidation for as high as a time frame as like the weekly. And as you can see, you see how like that candle right there is a doji right now. The week is about to close tomorrow. So in the next how many hours is that? 2. Tomorrow's what? Friday? 2 plus 12, 14 plus 5. In the next 19 hours, the market is going to close, right? Now, in 19 hours, if this stays a doji, whatever, next week is going to be a big week when it comes to this specific trade. And I'm almost freaking sure that this is going to be what they call a shooting star, where it's a bullish candle, a doji, and then a freaking bearish engulfing candle that's going to freaking just kill this one right here, and then continue the downtrend that we see from this. And I'm like so freaking anxious about this because I've been calling this for a long freaking time, and this thing just kept on going and going and going and going and going, which is crazy. But either way, so my take profit on this is 138, and let's see how many pips this is. 138, 1,029 pips. It's going to take a long time. I can care less. I want every freaking dime of that thing, right? But the ultimate take profit is actually down here at 128, which is a 2,000 pip move, and then 2,300 pip move. It just made it better, you know, for us. But whatever. I guess we'll see it as we continue. All right. So that's that. Mind you, it's going to take mad long to be able to make that go, but whatever. So when it comes to GJ and using the red blue cloud thingy, I'm gonna call it that, the red blue cloud thingy. It's just not good right now. So let's go to EJ. What do you see? See the red under the blue under the red cloud? Sort of. It's like a thin cloud. I call it red. Next. No good. Who's on here for the very first time? Let me know. Red under blue under red. This is UCAD. And when it comes to the Canadian dollar right now, I wouldn't be surprised all the CADs are going to start pushing up now. The reason why this is continuously pushing down is because like the Australian dollar is going through some stuff, and it's going to continue going through some stuff for a while now. I don't know when this is going to shift, if it is. But and as you can see, like it's showing, right? So I would do some research on the Australian dollar, but they're just going through some stuff. Just like the United States dollar is, but nobody will see it yet. But uh, who? Let me ask you guys this question: who got that message on your phone? Um, Let me see what. Donald Trump? Yeah, the president thing. Yeah, so there's a reason for that. Yeah, but that's stage like 3. There's different steps. They're not going to just put it out there like that. There has to be a reason for something like that. That's how you cause war. So first, somebody else has to do something to us, and with that, then the United States has a reason to do whatever, right? So we first, the United States has to do something to somebody else, which they already did to China, which they already did to Canada, right? But then you're in, yeah, okay. So then with that, then another country is going to retaliate, and when they retaliate, then the United States has given the population a reason to do X. So that's how this stuff works. I don't even know how I got into that, but anyway. So we see prices under the green cloud, no good. We see prices above a red cloud, no good. Man, this push was crazy. So I don't really deal with pairs um, like too much. I just don't want to. There's a difference between pairs and um, anyways, red line under the blue line under the red cloud. This is good. Red line on the blue line under the red, and I guess it did a pullback. It's almost good. Let me look at this real quick. Mm, can we get 10 out of this? This is perfect. I don't even need this. And then you just change. You know how to change the what do you call it? The entries. Mm-hmm. That's what I did. Exactly. But when you put it on top, it'll actually highlight if it's in the green or not. So put it on top of it. So this is technically okay, but the pullback on this is going to be stupid, and I don't know if you guys are ready for that. Yeah, the pullback is going to be stupid. So I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you guys want to do. In the cloud, no good. In the cloud, no good. And see, this is why I don't deal with pairs like this. Like, I even like look at this. Anyways, this is good on the H4, but it's not going to be good on the M15. No good. Oh, this is good. All right, so H4, H1, M15. The red line's in the cloud. No good. Yeah, my boy's a freaking animal. All right, price popped out of that cloud, but we need the red line to pop out of the cloud before I can give you guys the okay. Isn't that color like beautiful?
What?
That blue.
Oh, blue, mine blue?
That blue.
Oh, yeah. Isn't my chart beautiful?
Price over the red cloud, no good. Pullback, no good. Red over blue, over red. Yeah, this is good. Before anybody gets into any type of trades, if you have not gone through like, this is my disclaimer, I guess you can call it. If you have not gone through this video, I'd suggest not to do anything dealing with my style of trading. So why is this good? We see the red over the blue over the red. There is sort of a large gap when it comes to this, but I don't know. Oh man! Also, letting you guys know, this is the line of support. I mean, resistance. Okay, just letting you guys know that now. That level of resistance was there, and there's a wick right here. I'm just letting you guys know that on the H4. Let me look at a higher time frame. It's making higher lows. All right, so H1, we see the red over the blue over the red. Yeah, this is probably gonna push out. Yeah, it pushed, validated, and I think pop out of there. Right, and then on the M15, you see the red over the blue over the red, over the green. All right, so go ahead and set your 10 pips. Red over under blue under red. Good. Red under blue under red. There is some separation there, but the fact that there was separation over here before is okay, and the fact that its pullback was like nothing, and then it continued is good. We do see the cloud continuing the very nice downwards push. We do see some sellers exhaustion here, right? But let's look at the M15. The red line is over the blue line. You can do whatever you want. I I I I do see this continuing its downwards push, but I don't know what's on you.
Well, that makes more sense. You want to get by now, son.
The red or blue or the red. Not over the red. The cloud gets thin. Now here's the thing, guys. Anytime that price pushes up like this and you didn't get in already, I get weary. All right. So just know that like this pullback would be stupid if you get in at the wrong time. And also see the fact that this is starting to separate. It's 87 pips, which is crazy. I'm just gonna stay away from that one, even though like I'm pretty sure it's probably good, but I just can't have that on my conscience. So this is not good. So red over blue, the red. And this is why, because the thing is, I need a pullback. I like the continuation of the trend. That's great. But I want to have at least one pullback already, like this one has. This one had a pullback. This one had a pullback. So it's had this already. So this, if this does have a pullback, it's not going to be as strong as this one because it's like straight up. If that makes sense. Right. So red over blue over green, red over blue over green. The separation is pretty steep. Flat cloud, but it pushes to the upside. And then from there, 15, we see red over blue over green, which is great. But this is good. Not. All right. Am I good? Red under blue under red. And we see a pullback right now. So that's not. But if this, you know what? All of the CAD pairs are about to freaking go crazy right now. Oh man, this is gonna be stupid pips. Somebody catch these. I don't trade these pairs, but somebody please catch these. All right, so those are no good. So, best of luck when it comes to these right here. When they hit take profit, go ahead and put it in the chat. Hey, X just hit take profit. I'm not gonna be looking, but right here. Oh, I can't even see you guys. My phone died just now, so I can't see your comments. But really appreciate your time on here, guys. Remember, every first of the month, I'm going to be giving away 5 one-on-ones to people. So if you're not doing anything right now, if you're just about to go to sleep or something like that, or whatever it is you're about to do, just if anything, before you start, doing anything else, just watch one more chart breakdown. Just watch one. Start out where you left off. Watch one. Write a comment saying a question or saying what you've learned, something like that. Obviously, I'm going to continue adding more chart breakdowns. Most likely, the next chart breakdown I'm going to do is on GJ. Once I get into a really good amount of profit on this one. But if anything, I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, guys. See you soon.